Hi guys, I want to do a video that is quite hard for me to record because it's one of those videos that I've always wanted to do, but I've kind of been scared to do it for some reason. I don't know why, but I have. And it's kind of just me talking about what I have wrong with me, how people would say, which I do not like saying that kind of thing. Is like saying, oh, what I have wrong with me. You know, it's what I've had since birth, and that is a thing called tuberous sclerosis. And what that is, it is a rare genetic condition that causes mainly non-cancerous tumours to develop in different parts of the body. The tumours most often affect the brain, skin, kidneys, heart, eyes and lungs. Tuberous sclerosis is present from birth, although it may not cause obvious problems immediately. It's estimated that around 1 in every 6,000 babies are born with the condition. So I was one of those amazing people. And it affects my skin, of course, because I have spots on my face here, and I have it in my nails as well. And I also have spots on my kidneys, or tumours on my kidneys as well. So I was diagnosed when I was 3 there was a lump on my back. So of course my mum took me to the hospital, and it was quite scary for her because she didn't know what it was. It could have been cancer, it could have been like, you know, you didn't know what it was because it was just a lump on my back. And then that's how I was diagnosed with tuberous sclerosis. So of course I was born with it, and then it started kind of showing signs. So of course then all the spots started showing, and then my nails started and all of that lot. Like the things that I go through with having this, every 6 months I have to go to the hospital and see the specialist doctor that tells me that I actually specialises in like looking after the kidneys and TS and all that lot. So I have to see him every 6 months to make sure that like I'm okay and all that lot. To go for an MRI scan for them to check my kidneys, my brain, all that lot. I have to have an injection where it's really weird, like you have it and it tastes like Ribena, and it makes you feel like you're pissing yourself, but it's like a thing they can make sure that you're like, the kidneys are working, all that lot. Like I'm even taking, like they've even found that I have a tumour on my kidneys, which was the size of a golf ball. So now I'm taking a tablet every single day, so it can shrink itself. And what happens with that is it actually clears up the spots on my face, makes my spots less red, and so it makes it more like this colour of my skin, so it will end up looking like kind of freckles. I feel like growing up with tuberous sclerosis, to do with this kind of thing, it has made me kind of, I don't know, like I kind of like when I grew up with it, it kind of wasn't a main thing that was always there in the back of my head, you know. It wasn't, because when I was like young, it kind of was just like I was a normal person, it just felt like I was normal. My mum actually wanted to send me to a special school because of course that's what she thought would be best for me, but my dad actually said no, I think he's absolutely fine, like I think he can be perfectly capable to go to a normal school, and it was absolutely fine really. And I don't really like, I don't know, I didn't really have any people kind of pick on me. I realised it does suffer dyslexia as well, so I didn't really have that many teachers kind of believe in me because they thought what I had wrong with me. They thought like I had dyslexia, but it's not like normal dyslexia, it's like proper, it was bad, you know, like I couldn't really do that many things, you know. It's really kind of hard to record this video because you're kind of just like, you know, if I'm not explaining everything I'm right, I'm sorry, but it's just, you know, I've never really explained it this much to anyone really, so let alone doing it to the whole world and explaining it is quite hard. So yeah, it was all just learning curves. I just felt like it, like it's like being now, you kind of think, oh my god, it's like kind of taught me how to be so thick-skinned with everything. And then college was kind of like where it kind of went all downhill to me, and I know that sounds really weird because you would think that like what happened was one of my sister's friends said that there's like this makeup stuff that you can get and it's called camouflage makeup, and I use camouflage makeup. I don't know how it with me right now, but I used camouflage makeup to cover it all up. I feel what happened is the makeup made me feel like I had to put it on every day, and it was like, and then it kind of made me even more paranoid. The makeup made me feel like I had to hide something that was me, because I felt like if I didn't have the makeup I would be like this every single day and I wouldn't care, because I would be like, that's just me. And then I feel like now what's happened is now every day I have to feel like it's a routine, you know, doing my makeup, you know, it feels like that makeup bit is just always constantly there. And or like only recently now I have just stopped putting it on my actual whole face, because I would put it all over my spots, you know, and it would, in photos you would actually see like this white bit here. But even before that I actually had laser surgery where I had laser surgery on this bit here. So this is actually, for me, worse than this. But this kind of annoyed me because I had laser surgery twice. I had it once here and it worked quite well because there was a big lump of like spots there, so they lasered that away and it was fine. And then I went again and I had it on here. How they would laser it on, he wasn't like, the person who did it here would do every single spot individually, but the person who did it here kind of was like scraping the laser on the skin. When I woke up from that and actually took off my things, I actually like started crying because it was just so traumatic. So of course that was like the end of that, because I was like, I'm not doing that again. That was like traumatizing. And then the makeup came around. But like once you grow up, you kind of like know that there's different people in the world, you know that people judge you for different things. And I felt like once you grow up, like the spots when I was young were just like, oh, like he's a young child or he's a young kid, like that's just normal, will probably go when he's older. But it's like once you grow older and you look older, people kind of feel like stare at you more because they're like, oh, what is that? I'm sorry if I'm jumping around everywhere, but like it's just like, I just want to get everything out. But like going through life and having people stare at you, I've had people like when you're walking down the street and they've like double looked. What I've taught myself to do, because my paranoia was so bad in secondary school and college, you know, it was so bad. But what's happened is everything that's happened in my life has really kind of taught me to be so like, I don't give a shit. But it really has, like everything that I've been through, I think I just can't be asked anymore, in the way that I can't be asked to put makeup on anymore. Like now I only put makeup on my laser bit and sometimes my beard, because it kind of leaves like a shaving brush and that's like annoying and you don't want that. So I kind of just put it here. Like only recently, like I'm not even joking, like I'm 22, nearly going 23, and you know, like only recently I have built the confidence in myself. It's been hard in some way, but then it's been actually amazing, because everything I've achieved in my life, like even the fact that, you know, they never thought I could do my GCSEs, but I did my GCSEs, you know, I did my, like the fact that I've gone to university, you know, everything that I've achieved. For someone like me to achieve everything that I have is literally amazing, because like no one thought I could do any of what I've done. And I feel like some days I do have to remind myself, think of all the things you have achieved, and think the fact that you're still alive. Because I remember going to a TS day where I met all these people that had what I had, and they were worse off than me. I know that sounds bad, but they were worse off than me, and it made me think like how lucky I am to be able to make a video. You know, like for me to get like a job at like a fashion company that I got a job at, for me to do that, it's just amazing. Like I would never be able to think that I would be able to do that. You know, even me getting a train, I know that sounds, for people like, oh you couldn't get a train. Like no, like for me to get a train on my own and just do everything that I have done, it is just, to even live on my own, it just makes me so like amazed that I have done everything that I have done. It's crazy. I want to make this video because I want people to think that do have anything wrong with them, even if like I don't even care what that is, like even if it's just, you know, mental problems that like you feel like you're the only person or whatever. I was just wanting to make this video. Oh my god, sorry. Like I just wanted to make this video for people that could just be like, at least I'm not alone. It just makes you think like, oh my god, like I'm so lucky to be where I am. No, that's why I always think, like, all the time, like, when people wear makeup, it's like, at least you don't look like me, you know? You know, and that's the thing, it's just like, you see people complain they have, like, one spot on their face, and it's just like, mate, like, at least you don't look like me. Like, I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm just saying, like, you should be grateful. Like, I see all these videos of people, like, who have something wrong with them, and or it's like they have something that they have, and I'm just like, oh my god, I want to do my video, I want to say what I have. I'm doing this for people as well, but I'm doing this for myself. Whatever you're going through, like you just need to literally take a step back in life and think, oh my god, like at least I'm here today, because that's all that matters. You know, that all that matters is you love yourself, and that's literally because I love myself. I do. I look in the mirror and I think, oh my god, I'm amazing. I do think I'm amazing. And I think that's what is so bad in this world, is the fact that we can't think that we are amazing. The fact that we can't look in the mirror and say, I'm amazing. But all I'm saying is for people just need to be like, I am amazing. The fact that you're just alive, you're breathing, you're walking, you can see, like the fact that you can even see what's in front of you. Like you need to just, it's just Just need to take a step back, look at someone and think, oh my god, they're amazing. You know, because everyone that I meet all the time, I'm always like, oh my god, they're amazing. I'm like, that's amazing. Oh my god, like, I've made a video of what I have wrong with me, and it does feel amazing to know that this is going to go on the internet and people are going to go see this. I've got to that point where I literally do not care about what anyone thinks. Of course, you have those days where you care about what people think, and I do have those days. You know, you always wake up those some days and think you're so bloody ugly, it's unreal. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you got this far, then, you know, thank you. Before you write a comment, but TSA, that's it, so I know that you actually, like, watch the whole thing. Please remember to subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.